Oh, idiot.
Yeah. It's the real one, baby.
I'm telling you.
Chi-Town fan.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking and watching. Before I actually get to my spiritual journey story, the first few clips here are just a neighborhood in Chicago. Me and my boyfriend actually just manifested our first investment property, so I figured I'll show you guys that before I get into details of my spiritual journey and how I got to this point. So yeah, just stick through the rest of this video and you guys we'll talk more at the end. All right.
Well, number two, actually. Pretty small. Tub has to go. Tub has to go. Bedroom number two. Bedroom number two. Check out the closet. Oh, it's pretty small. Okay, look like you can go up there. Like, there might be something up there. Okay. Linen closet.
Okay, here I'm just showing the kitchen. I'm just talking over because I basically said some ignorant shit that I gotta cover up about how the drawers basically remind me of some roaches. So just in case the family see this, I'll black that out.
Recording this for my vlog, and I'm just saying ignorant shit. Ignorant. Yeah. First house. First room. Christmas tree. Yes, yes,
So what do y'all think?
okay, the first investment property. Right here. Laundry room. Basement. Basement has a bathroom. Pretty cool. Good backyard.
It's small back here. She ain't got that much glass. It's really small back here.
That's
She got
cute, though.
barbecue.
Right.
You know, she want to sit outside. She can sit outside. I want to see what this garage look like because I was thinking about having it torn down.
This is cute. Yeah, yeah. 1970. Oh. That is a good bike. That's how my brass bike used to look. I thought it was
Tell my mama she sell this shit on eBay.
Is this the refrigerator?
You probably should sell this
Is
shit
this an old school refrigerator, girl?
Like this was tax
This
write
is
offs or
an
some
old
shit.
school refrigerator.
Yeah, that's what you just talking about.
It's lit. That's so cute. You can paint this. Oh my gosh. You know how much people are buying this shit for?
This a piano?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Oh wait, no, this is just a drawer. Oh, here got a key.
That white dog gotta go.
Oh, she got a tear. Hey. Wow. What is this? A shampoo cleaner or something? Oh, that's a medical thing. Somebody was sick. Oh, she got a cup.
Alright guys, so the next clip is going to finally be me talking about my spiritual journey in the Car Chronicles. Don't judge my hair. I was out all day looking at the house and moving stuff. So that's the raw, uncut me. Don't judge. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So right now I am just picking up some food in a drive-thru. You know, Chicago staple, Portillo's. Gotta have Portillo's. Gotta come to Portillo's when you go to Chicago. Get your grilled chicken sandwich or get you an Italian beef dipped with cheese and hot pepper, baby, with a slice of chocolate cake. Anyway, so give me some Portillo's. But I'm turning on the camera today because I wanted to talk about, this is my video about my spiritual journey. So just testing out this story. Like, I first started my spiritual journey I think around 2019 when Nipsey died. I think Nipsey died. It's been like 2 years now since Nipsey died, right? So when Nipsey died, that's kind of when I've had, I don't know if some energy was released to wake some people up who was paying attention at that time. I don't know, but I felt something, a shift. Like, I'm like, okay, there's a different lifestyle out there that people can live. And I was interested in it, like watched all his interviews, the way he talked about the marathon and just how, you know, life is, you know, you just got to stay the course about life, you know, and you got to be tapped into yourself, do it like spiritually, eat right, stuff like that, meditate, all that stuff. Never really paid attention to stuff like that, but I also knew I didn't really never connected to Christianity. So I always thought that was weird because, you know, I'm from Chicago. My family now go to church and stuff like that. So West Side, you know, stuff like that. It's not like out of the norm. You know, go to church, family go to church every Sunday. We all meet up at my auntie house, eat Sunday dinner together, play a little card, stuff like that. That whole tradition, right? I think this is my food right here, y'all. Oh, not my food. Anyway, be ready, be stand these people down when they come to the window. But, yeah, so, you know, my family, we go to church on Sundays. We eat and stuff like that after church, always hang out. So I was used to that. But for some odd reason, church just never really clicked with me. Like, I never been baptized. Like, my cousin was going to get baptized, you know, taking a class because you have to take some classes and stuff and learn some stuff before you got baptized. My cousin did that and all that stuff. You know, I was always looking at, like, my mom was looking at me like, when was I going to take that step to get baptized or something? I never did. I never felt the urge to do it. I actually felt like they was looking at me kind of weird because I didn't get baptized. But I just knew it just wasn't right, you know? I never really read the Bible. Not like I didn't believe in Jesus. I knew there was a creator, but this is definitely my food now. Hold on. Hello. Yes, this is me.
You have 2 grilled chicken sandwiches, a side of hot peppers, 2 small fries, and a 4-piece tender with barbecue.
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Okay. Let me get situated, y'all. I should go ahead and invest in like a little camera thing. Like a little like what you call it, like a little stand. Like a little clip. But yeah, which way should I go? Okay. Well, gotta put a seatbelt on my food. Hold on hold on, y'all. Gotta strap the Portillo's in. Not fucking playing with my Portillo's. Cause one time I had hit the brakes so fucking hard, that shit flew. But that was Chick-fil-A. Flew. I mean, fries, everything all over my floor. I was so upset. I was so hurt. I had to drive back around. Good thing I ain't completely leave the drive-thru. I just drove right back around. Like, y'all see that shit on the floor. I need a new order. But yeah, so my spiritual journey, yeah, I started that. So I just started watching a lot of people on YouTube, you know, watching vlogs, getting into stuff like that. So what was the first step I did? Hold on, y'all. What was the first step? Ooh, let me hurry up and go. Ooh, okay.
Okay, so the first step I made on my spiritual journey, I believe if y'all heard of Young Pharaoh, my boyfriend put me on to Young Pharaoh. We started watching videos and all this stuff because I think he's seen him like going off somewhere like on World Star or something like that. So we just started downloading, like constant downloads, like every day. So this Young Pharaoh was breaking down all the stuff. Like this was during the election time, like Trump and all that. So Pharaoh was breaking down all that Trump stuff, all the Democrat Republicans, breaking down the Illuminati and the elites and all that stuff like that. So I'm figuring this stuff out, and my world is like, like they doing this, they doing what? They pedophiles, they all getting fucked, they gay. What's going on here? You know, like, you know, learning that your politicians and people you looked up to, like Barack Obama and stuff, is not the person you like thought he was. You know, why you just found out your whole life is a fucking lie, and like society, everybody's lying. Like everything is a lie. It's like everything is a shit show. Bullshit everywhere. So figuring that out, and you know, trying to get into the spirituality stuff, trying to see if it's real, like what people talking about. You know, you seeing everybody saying it's evil and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, learning all this information, I know whatever they're telling me to do is probably bad for me, so I probably shouldn't do it. So learning that information, I'm like, okay, taking that, I just started looking at everything differently. Like yeah, I just started questioning everything basically, like, because I know they lied about this, so this gotta be a lie type shit. So that's basically what it was. So I basically, for the first time, picked up the Bible or whatever, and like just read some scriptures and stuff like that, and realized like shit just wasn't making sense. You know, shit just don't make sense. It just seems very contradictory. And I also knew that the fact, knowing the story of slavery and how they supposedly captured us, and then they wanted to confuse us, but by like giving us the book, the Bible, to, you know, read and like practice that, and like to praise this Jesus for all our blessings and stuff like that. But y'all made this Jesus look exactly like you, like a kid, like the person who kidnapped a bunch of people or trying to mind control them. But it's like, so it's like, do you want us to worship you because you made him like in your likeness, kind of, even though the Bible says something totally different? It's just a lie, right? Exactly. So all that shit going through somebody's head when they're trying to go on their own spiritual journey, it's just a lot. So I think I learned one thing where they did say when you go on your spiritual journey, there's phases, and there's like a dark phase that people go through called like the death of the soul or something like that, like when you realize the truth and all that and how you're supposed to really be living. So I guess that shit happened to me. I didn't know if that was true or not, but I guess that shit really happened, because I guess I went through a depression. I didn't know. I guess when people say when you go through a depression, you really don't know until you're like out of it, I guess so, because like my relationship was fine. I really didn't want for anything, you know. It was COVID, so everybody's in quarantine, so it's not like you really have to do much, you know, stuff like that. But you know, I was just losing weight, and you could just see it on my face. And I don't know if they know how to drive, but you could just see it on my face and stuff like that. And I didn't understand until I realized, like, okay, so I'm just going through my, like, the spiritual phases. Like, I'm just going through that type stuff. Like, I realized, you know, everybody handles stuff in a different way, which is why I do understand and realize when shit comes to light, like, everybody think like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, but when the truth really comes out, a lot of people are going to be going through it, like mentally and stuff like that, because the shit does affect you. You realizing that everything you were taught, everything you was raised on, is pretty much a lie or pretty much corrupt in some type of way. It's kind of fucked up. So, and to get me out of that shit, what I started doing was just meditating. Like, I practiced meditating. So this has been like a year, 2 years, like me constantly getting into crystals, getting into like candle magic, you know, like candles and things like that, talking to my ancestors, like really being tapped in. So that part that part really started making sense to me, because at first I spent like, I guess I spent like a year and a half or a year or so just researching, learning everything to see what resonated with me, trying to find out the truth, and not just listening to any old body, because that's where a lot of people, you know, a lot of people are trying to get on this spiritual bandwagon and stuff like that. And I think that's messed up, because there's a lot of people that are going through things and need spirituality and stuff like that to give them comfort and to give them hope to like get through the next day and shit. So if you have people online like faking it and just getting on a bandwagon and stuff like that, like that doesn't really help the freaking topic or the cause, you know. So I did take a year and a half or so to like just learn, research everything, stuff like that. But I'll say like I started noticing like a difference in myself is when, you know, of course y'all know I'm from Chicago or whatever, is when my cousin, like my favorite, like one of my favorite boy cousins, we all grew up together the same age, KJ, he just recently, he was killed last year. So he was shot and killed or whatever, you know. So we don't know what happened with that situation. Well, we know what happened with that situation, you know. But anyway, so that happened. But when that happened, I felt extremely tapped in. For some odd reason, I just felt like the connection, like I felt the energy. Like, so my birthday is August, I'm a Leo. So for my birthday in 2020, I think last year, or whatever. So for my 24th birthday, I threw this big party in the backyard and stuff like that. I'll add pictures and stuff like that if y'all want to see. So I threw this party or whatever, and it was really nice. And I just wanted to have a really nice party. And we got drunk, had a bartender, you know, seafood boil. Everybody had a seafood bag, you know. So I just wanted a night where everybody can come, chill out, you know, get lit. So where am I going to read? So yeah, so that happened. But for some odd reason, I just felt in my soul I needed to have that happen. So that happened on the 22nd of August. And then a week later, so my cousin came, everybody came, we had a good time, chill, party, got drunk. Then a week later, I get a call that he was shot, he was killed. So that was fucked up. But I knew I was being tapped in. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I knew I was being tapped in with his energy. I knew it was something there with that. Hold on, y'all. This shit is ridiculous. I should have just did that damn turn. Anyway, so I knew I was tapped in with his energy, because after he died, you know how they say a soul transcend this it takes 48 hours or so for a soul to transcend the world, I'm sorry. So 2 days later, like I had the most vivid, I don't know if you can say vividest, but the most vivid dream I could have, where he like came to me in the dream, like we were on stairs, and you know, he was just talking to me and just like, you know, telling me how he was afraid for like his sister and stuff like that, you know, personal stuff like that. And it just felt so real. And then I'm just like, okay, like I was tapping in, so I knew that during meditation you have to pay attention to your dreams, there's messages and stuff like that. And I also was into like the pick a card readings on YouTube. So I listened to one pick a card reading, and she was like so spot on. Her name's like Rosology on YouTube if you want to check her out. But she was so spot on. Like she was like, yeah, you recently somebody recently close to you passed away, but they didn't realize like your spiritual powers or something like that while they was here on this realm, and they're trying to get in contact with you now, and they're, you know, basically stuff like that. So, and when she said that, I took that as, oh, my cousin, like, okay, so maybe I am on the right path, like tapping in, like, you know,
I'm on the right path doing that stuff, because maybe he's trying to like contact me and stuff like that. And that dream showed me like, okay, he's trying to say something, and he's like, you know, trying to get a message across, which I got it, I understood. And then also there was like another situation, like at his you know, you do a balloon release, you know, so we lit candles and had a balloon release for him, and like the energy there was just so strong for me. Like I just sensed like the bullshit from the fake ass friends. Like I just could sense pretty much anything. I felt like if I closed my eyes, I can kind of see how the shit went down. But you know, I just never, like, I didn't want to say that because that was kind of creepy. And then it was like, how would you know you wasn't there type shit. But I wouldn't want to be, you know. So that shit was kind of, you know, fucking with me or whatever a little bit. So after that, I realized, okay, I probably do need to tap in a little bit more spiritually and see what it is. And I had another like pick a card reading that basically not a pick a card reading, but basically I was told that I was kind of like the barrier between spirit worlds. Okay, so all that stuff. But after learning, so I'll say I took about 1.5 years doing all the research, watching YouTube videos, all that stuff, podcasts, reading. I'm a very big reader, so I love reading. Stuff like that. So I spent about 1.5 years doing that. And then it's been 1 year. So last year in September, my cousin was actually killed. So he was shot and killed. And I feel like that's when I really felt myself starting to tap in. That's when I felt like my intuition, as you say, like stuff like that. I felt that. I don't know, I just started having more dreams that was super vivid, and just like, you know how they say a soul transcends this world, it takes like 48 hours or so for a soul to transcend to the spiritual realm after like dying. So you know, stuff like that. He came to me like 2 days after he died in a dream, and it was just so vivid, and he was just telling me stuff to like look after and what he was scared of happening and stuff. And like I took heed to that. Like I'm like, I didn't just brush that off like, oh, that's just a dream. I'm like, that's something, you know. So I started tapping in like that. And then I also noticed I started picking up on like my body started being really like more sensitive to like energies. Like I started feeling like people's emotions more. Like I could feel it like in my chest, like a heaviness, I don't know. Like he had a balloon release we threw together for the family, and like some people showed up and stuff, and it was just like the energy there was just, I felt it like just in my chest. That's how I knew. I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to start meditating more and stuff like that, because I'm definitely like tapping in. And I feel like everybody is tapped in, but you just have to first be awakened to the information to know, and then start practicing it. And then I feel like once you practice it, it just comes to you, because I feel like your soul has already been programmed to know this type of stuff. So it's just like, I guess like they say, riding a bike, you just don't remember that this is the stuff we used to know, you know. So that happened, and I was just yeah, so when that happened, I just realized, yeah, okay, so I got into crystals. I started buying crystals. I'm like, okay, I got a sage shit. Damn, you just gonna come through. But I'm like, yeah, I got a sage stuff. I started like looking into full moons and stuff like that. So, you know, that stuff. And then, like I said, I started watching more TV shows, because like I said, they hide all the truth in TV. Like TV and movies, that's the truth, because as they say, it's universal law. They must tell you the truth of what they're doing or what they plan to do. It's universal law. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm driving if I'm not looking at y'all. But yeah, so yeah, my spiritual journey was quite the journey, you know. And then on top of everything else with quarantine, you know, people losing jobs, my job being closed and stuff like that. So it was just like a lot. But then I just stay focused on the positivity, and then I just stay focused on, okay, you have to do this for yourself. Like this is what you have to, like this is the only way you're going to get to your higher self. Like nobody else, I had to realize nobody else is coming to do the work for you. You have to realize, one realize the vision that you want, and two, just go for it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm realizing the vision that I want for myself. I'm visualizing the higher self and what I have in mind, and I'm gonna go for that shit. And I think that's what everybody needs to do. That's the magic behind manifesting, having a strong intention behind what you need and what you want. So that's just my introductory on my spiritual journey. I can go more in detail on the type of stuff I did if y'all want, because like I said, I do practice candle magic and meditation with my crystals, raising frequency with music, stuff like that. I'm really into that type of stuff. So if y'all have more questions, you can comment, you can subscribe to my channel, and I promise I'll show you more of my beautiful city, more of Chicago, and just more of what you guys might need or what you're looking for. Right now, I just left one of my boyfriend's investment properties, his first investment property. He finally invested in some real estate in Chicago, which is really hard for people to do, but we are a young couple from just two opposite sides of the city. He's from the south side, Inglewood, and I am from the west side, L-Town, okay? So we just from two different sides of the city, and we two kids who got it together, and he got himself an investment property, and it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of creating generational wealth here. Like, we got to break these cycles here. It's a lot going on in this city. It's a lot of death. It's a lot of pain, but it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of love too. So we got to surround ourselves with family and people we love and just try to do the best we can by them. And just have an honest intention. That's all. So that's just my quick little intro story on my spiritual journey. If anybody needed any other, like I said, any other ideas or stuff that you guys want me to talk about more, because I have so much information. This is my life now. This is who I am. This is my truth. Shit, I can't hide it anymore. Like, everybody ain't the same. Everybody don't have to believe in the same religion. Everybody don't have to believe in the same thing. As long as you have a good heart, you're not trying to hurt humans. You just want everybody around you to experience love, experience a full life. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And that's all I want for my family. That's why I'm trying to break these generational curses and bring different type of incomes in, because we got about a black back from all these people trying to invest. Chicago is definitely a different city, baby, but I love it here. So I'm glad we had our first investment property right in the hood, right around the neighborhood that he wants. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Okay? All right, bye y'all. I'm pulling up to the house. I'm gonna slam my Portillo's again. Like I said, if y'all come to Chicago, y'all have to try Portillo's. You gotta get your Italian beef dipped with cheese and hot peppers, or a grilled chicken sandwich with a chocolate cake. Don't forget the chocolate cake, guys. But you have to come here if you come to Chicago, all right? But yeah, bye y'all. Subscribe so I can make more videos and have more of an audience, and we can build a family over here, all right? Peace.
Oh, in it all.
Yeah.